There are three basic types, Mr. Pizer: the wills, the won'ts, and the can'ts. The wills accomplish everything, the won'ts oppose everything, and the can'ts won't try anything.
Well, do us all a favor, Vincent, and try to be a can't, especially where that moss is concerned. We need you, not another corkscrew.
Hey, look at that.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Hack Crash. This is our Android game using the Genesys RPG system. We have with us tonight Tetnak, who's going to be playing Alvarez. We have Wanderer playing Azrael version 1.0. We have two new players with us tonight who are looking to join Blades of Blasters, and we welcome them. We have Creamy Corn, who's playing James Money, a bounty hunter on the edge. And we also have Coach Frank, or It's Coach Frank, playing King. We had a different game scheduled tonight, but foul weather put an end to those plans. So we're going to take a dip into the Android universe. It's a shorter, more linear session, but nonetheless it's action-packed. And it's kind of a very fun setting to play in. Very pulpy, not as serious as most cyberpunk games. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, everybody have a sight on this scene here?
Yep.
Yes. Cool. Yeah, James is Alvarez's uncle, if you guys recall. The color was purple, or was it violet? It was brighter than purple, but more gaudy than violet. That was the color of Uncle Enzo's office. Uncle Enzo, the CEO and Don of the EZ Mafia, sat in his high-backed chair. His feet were on his desk. In his left hand, he held a cigar. From time to time, Enzo would puff on the cigar and emit small plumes of purple or violet smoke. Eventually, the haze filled the room and circled Enzo's balding head like a halo. He was the savior of this part of town. Popular, gracious. Just don't fuck with him. If you fuck with Uncle E, you get made into hamburger and served as faux pate to the highbrow douchebags that come to Enzo for drugs or women. But I digress. Now was an important time. He needed something done, and he needed it done right. But there were a few problems. First, there was the problem of his own demise. Yes, he faked his own death a few weeks before as part of an elaborate ruse to re-steal Substance C. But let's not get into the whole story. Second, there was the problem of getting Substance C to a new buyer. That's where King and Azrael came in. Everyone would expect Enzo to hire top-notch mercs and hackers, but Uncle is unconventional. Do what they ain't expecting, he yelled. Jab left, hook right, then put them down with the uppercut they don't see coming. Uncle Enzo will see you now, says an attractive receptionist. Her lips are perfectly plump and purple. Her hip-to-waist ratio is magnifique, and her hair is a little too lustrous. Do you care? Maybe, maybe not. But it hits the right buttons, and you probably feel comfortable with her. The way she moves is seductive, and the way she talks and presents herself speaks to confidence. Eventually, you are presented like a goose at Christmas dinner. Hey! Isn't it my favorite bioroid? The best. Old Azrael, he's top-notch. Uncle E rises and says to Jerome, That droid right there, he has heart. Then mysteriously he follows, and we're going to get him a new one. His eyes light up. With the help of King here. Uncle Enzo walks forward. Sure, he's overweight. There's a stain on his collar, but goddammit, this Mafia Don seems to have something about him. Charisma and confidence roll off of Enzo's thick throat like gelato from a kid's cone on a hot day in New Angeles. King, so glad you could make it. Do me this favor and we're even, capiche? And you walk into the room and this is what you see. You see Uncle Enzo flanked by 2 bodyguards, Jerome and somebody else. King, perhaps you owed Uncle Enzo a favor. You've been trying to claw your way out of debt for some time. You know that this little task, well, it might put you even with him. Azrael, you are owned by Uncle Enzo. You're his property, so he sends you out on only the most important errands. And I'll let you guys take it away.
So, Azrael, he walks into the room with an almost natural human gait, but just not quite. Something about it isn't quite right. The way he walks, the way he looks, right in the uncanny valley, and it makes people uncomfortable. But as he moves across to stand in front of Uncle Enzo, he opens his mouth in that unsettling face, but a surprisingly soft voice comes out. Uncle Enzo, I am pleased to serve you again. What mission do you have for me?
Uncle E kind of takes a step to his left and he turns his girth around, facing the window outside. Outside, of course, it's raining, as it always is raining in these types of stories. And neon purples and pinks reflect off of his greasy forehead. We gotta get this thing to a buyer, as this stuff, you're familiar with it. Substance C. And he reaches into his right pocket. And he brings out a vial of what looks like red liquid, and he kind of shakes it and it glints in the neon light. This stuff holds the secret to our success, as get this to the beanstalk and we'll both be free.
The beanstalk's that huge tower in the center of the city, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like goes out.
Big elevator, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Azrael nods impassively and holds his hand out for the vial. Is there anything I should know about the content of this vial, Uncle Enzo?
However,
Oh, you should know that what's in this vial ain't substance C, motherfucker. He laughs. You don't think it'd be that easy, do you? Jerome, bring over the suitcase. Jerome walks to the back of a desk and he goes and grabs a suitcase and hands it to King. King, you know Jerome from some previous adventures, and he doesn't really trust you. He doesn't have much of a liking for you, but you know he does what Enzo tells him to do. He just makes a snarky comment to King. He says, "Yeah, don't lose it. Don't throw it out the window. Uncle E won't be let down again. They might find your body beneath an overpass or something like that, King. You know, we get a little cruel on people that let us down."
King takes the case and gives him a very smug look, as he then turns to his uncle and looks at him with respect and says that he will not let him down.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. When I hire somebody for a job, they know that failure is not an option, right?
Yes, uncle.
Azrael looks to Uncle Enzo, and then his head just kind of pivots in a way. Again, it doesn't look quite human. It kind of pivots and looks at King in the back of Uncle Enzo and says, "Never was, never will be an option."
Uncle E turns from his position at the window and he slowly walks the length of the room, moving behind Azrael, and you see him produce what looks to be a run-of-the-mill type remote control from his left pocket this time. You see it out the corner of his eye, and he clicks a button. And for you, Azrael, the entire world goes blank. He goes dark. He deactivates you. You shut down. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. Now, King, here's the real stuff. And there's a secret compartment that opens up along Azrael's spine, and it's lined with that same red liquid. And Uncle E says, yeah. The stuff in the suitcase, it's a fake too. Use it as a ruse if you need to. But get the job done, capiche?
No problem, Uncle. I'll take care of this.
Good. Uncle E clicks the remote control on his left hand again, and the lights come on of whatever consciousness is like for an android, Azrael, and you can roleplay that. What it looks like as for you, just like a blip.
Yeah, it's just kind of like original RoboCop, where you kind of get like a script TV, an old-fashioned TV line, and then his vision kind of expands quickly from both directions from that. And he looks around, and he just looks for a second at everyone in the room, just one to another, and then he just gets a fixed expression for a second, and you can just see text scrolling up across his eyes, very, very quickly, and then he says, "I detect no malfunction. Was I shut down, Uncle Enzo?"
Yeah, you were, Az, but only briefly. And I'd only do that sort of thing with the greatest of need.
Of course, Uncle Enzo. And then he just, no curiosity, absolutely passive. He just goes absolutely still, looks straight ahead.
All right, boys, this night's not getting any younger. Hopefully this headless rain lets up. You're gonna be going through some rough streets. S&M Mafia, Psycho Gang thugs. Everybody's trying to get their hands on this stuff. You might get some resistance. They're probably going to be expecting us to hire some high-fidelity hackers, that sort of thing, to get this job done. But we're going to give you a real car. A real goddamn car that runs on goddamn gasoline. More expensive than electricity these days, but it's a real looker. You're going to find it down in the garage below. Alright? Oh, and one more thing. Azrael, I want you to swing by and pick up James Money and his niece. They done me right last time. The more the merrier on this job, and they can keep a secret.
Of course, Uncle Enzo. Do you have any particular instructions for them?
Nope. Only instructions is not to get killed. Not to lose the suitcase. And he gives King a wink.
And never, ever betray Uncle Enzo. And he just puts his hand on he's got a katana on his back, and he just taps the hilt of that for a second. Or things will get ugly.
Absolutely. Put them all in pieces if you need to, Az. Put them in pieces. And at that point, the secretary comes out and says to King and Azrael, "Gentlemen, I'll lead you down to the garage. Your carriage awaits."
Okay. Azrael will lead on.
King follows.
So you go on down to the garage. Feels like it takes 5 minutes to get to the bottom of this building, but eventually you do come across a matte black car, and looking at it, it is indeed just a work of art. I don't care who drives, but give me your coolest cyberpunkish atmospheric roleplay as you get into this thing, it roars to life, and you head towards James Money's apartment.
Go ahead, Coach Franklin.
Yeah, let the human take the wheel.
Azrael is not cool.
So says you.
Yeah.
It's not cool when I play him. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just giving a description of while we're driving,
Yeah.
and then, okay.
All right, so as you pull out of the garage, it's still raining. The rain's coming down hard on the windshield. On your way to James Money's house, the neon lights go from purple and pink to blaring yellow, with advertisements flashing through the night through the windows of your car. You take a few turns. You pass a few junkies on the street. You go past the bar. You go past the nightclub, hearing the thumping music. And on your way there, we're gonna change scenes, and we're gonna go up to James Money's apartment. And to start with, Money's not there yet. It's at nighttime. Alvarez sitting around watching holovids. There are some clips of her on the net recently from an adventure of her surfing behind the back of the car, and one of her fans posted it on like the futuristic equivalent of YouTube, and she's checking that out. And I'll let you give me the roleplay for Alvarez.
Alvarez is in her room, and she has got her compat up, playing a video game. The analogy would be something very violent and gory, a shooter. She's laying upside down. Basically, it looks like she's hooked to the ceiling. Oh man, oh this is terrible. Oh, they might have some hacks installed. They're killing me. Oh, I'm hungry. Unc, you out there? You out there, Unc?
What? What is it?
Well, I would like... Do you think you could maybe, give me a snack?
Do it yourself. I'm not your dad.
Well, almost. I'm pretty busy. I got all these guys
I'm
all
busy
over.
too.
Well, doing what? Sitting on the couch drinking beer?
Listen,
That's not busy.
We got a job. I just got a text. I got a message from Uncle Enzo. We got a job.
Oh, but I'm so busy. Do you think you could bring me a snack anyway? He's so fat he won't know how long it takes.
I look around my apartment. Is this an apartment? I guess so.
Yeah, it is. You guys are like running out. There's nothing left. It's all looking bad.
Okay. I walk out of the room. I go to like the main area. I open up some cupboards. It's mostly empty, but there's like a box of granola bars. Or what the equivalent of granola bars would be in the future. Protein bars. There we go. I pick up the whole box and I toss it to Alvarez. Here, eat this.
She spins on an apparatus she's designed and looks at you. She's completely upside down, looking at her compat. She looks kind of over it. Oh yeah, just can you unwrap it for me? Oh no, god damn it, these fuckers! I guess just stick it in my mouth. I can't let go. Fuck you! I got him. Here, just feed me, quick.
I pick up the granola bar that bounced off her body and I place it next to her. Then I walk out.
Oh, you fucker! I'm gonna make time.
Right.
Next time you take a shit, there's not gonna be any TP.
And as you say that, both of you guys hear a knock on the door. A big, heavy knock. And if you look outside, there's two figures standing outside.
No, she's not moving. She's busy.
Okay. I get my handgun just in case, and as I open the door, what you here for? I address them.
Yeah. Okay. So Azrael kind of looks him up and down, and you think there's a brief flicker as if he's scanning you, and then he says, "James, Money, Uncle Enzo has sent you details of a job.
That's right.
If you accept the job, you are to come with me and Mr. King here.
Okay.
The presence
Then-
of your rather irritating niece is also required."
Okay. I roll my eyes, and then I look over to my niece's room, and I yell, "Alvarez! Down! Get down from there. Come on, we got a job."
Okay. I'm gonna take lots of pics for all my fans. And she unclips herself and basically falls a couple feet and lands on her, turns her body and lands. She has her compact. She kind of turns it off and holsters it in like what would look like kind of a big knapsack. Walks out. By the door is this kind of overlarge hovering device. What would be kind of like a skateboard. She grabs it and looks outside into the main room and sees Azrael sitting in the doorway. "Oh, you are one very, very handsome fella."
Excuse me.
Okay. And Azrael looks across at her and just doesn't react to that comment and just says, "You will take no pics on this mission."
Well, can we
Uncle
take pics
Enzo.
before at least? Come on, let's get a selfie. Come on, Unc. She goes to kind of corral you all together. She probably is about 5 feet tall, so she's raising her arms to try to like get you a big selfie. Actually, yeah, here. And she goes and sets up the compad over across the room and like sets a timer and walks back. Everybody smile.
And
Sorry about that.
no worries. Azrael's expression doesn't change.
Weird. Let's get going.
Yeah, the thing automatically uploads to the cloud, and there's this picture of everybody except Alvy looking pretty morose. Azrael, most of all, with his just menacing glare.
Yeah, she puts like something like hashtag new friends or something like that.
God.
I look over at Alvarez's phone. You better not be posting those in real time.
Oh,
Not after what happened last time.
no, I hate to say it's already up. So yeah, I mean this is like what century is it? Like the 24th century, and it kind of is real time. I mean, I know that you aren't hip to the technology, Unc, but that's kind of the way it works.
Azrael's head
You
just
better
kind of-
not be posting.
Sorry, go
You
ahead.
better not be post. Yeah. You better not be posting no pictures while mission. We don't want to be caught again.
Oh, okay, no pictures. Gotcha.
That means no videos either.
That's
You know what?
that's a bridge too far. People like to see me skate. They like to see my moves.
Well, if we die, it's on you.
Well, you can.
And I walk out the door.
I really hope you don't die. She looks at Azrael. He can't die, so. Alright. And she just follows. Kicks the door closed behind her.
She goes to follow, but actually, as she does, her shoulder kind of just hits an obstacle, which is Azrael's hand. And he just kind of
Don't get so
stops her that way.
gropey.
Says, if you post any material that jeopardizes our mission, Uncle Enzo will be informed, and I will be happy to terminate you.
She. Uh-huh.
I walk up to hear that as I walk away. Stop. I turn around. I pull out my gun and against Azriel's head. Bet on her again. I dare you.
And he, Azrael turns around and looks at James, and you can tell he's calculating the distance. He's trying to work out if he could cross that distance fast if he needed to. He says, "It is not me you need to negotiate with, Mr. Money. I am merely a representative of Uncle Enzo. Even if you were to kill me, if you have crossed Uncle Enzo, there will be more. I will be merely the first." And he looks back at Alvarez and says, "Do not take this as a threat. It is a statement of fact. Those who cross Uncle Enzo do not survive."
Oh, I'm not gonna cross anyone, dear. Let's get going.
And
we get a job. I don't know what it is, but
he looks at the video she was taking and says, "You are about to cross Uncle Enzo. Please stop."
Oh, that's for my personal logs. Sorry. I just I like watching violent things.
James Money, I'd like you to just make me an average, first roll of the game, average, cool or streetwise or coercion check. I will look at your character and walk you through it. If you never played Genesys, I'll tell you what.
Streetwise?
Yeah. So streetwise, you have one rank in. Cool, you have nothing in.
Yeah.
Coercion, you have
Coercion. I don't think I have.
You do. You have two ranks in that. So do a coercion check, and it's an average check. So all you would do is you click the coercion,
yeah,
and then you click the average difficulty, and then just click on through the menu.
What average difficulty do I? So I click on coercion.
On your sheet or on the macro?
Yes. I'm on the
get off the sheet.
Oh.
If you click on your token, you'll see a bunch of buttons pop up.
Oh, okay.
This makes it way, way faster than pulling up sheets.
There we go. Coercion. And the difficulty is? Average.
Mm-hmm.
Submit. What's my boost value?
You don't have
0
any for this. Now, just the behind the scenes, the reason it's an average check is because Azriel's opposing skill on this is just 2 greens. So in the system, 2 green dice translate to 2 purple dice difficulty, so that's average. So we'll go over that later.
And no setback either?
Nope.
Okay. Upgrade proficiency? None?
Nope. Yeah, just click off through. Everything should be default.
Okay. Nope. So many stuff to click through. Was that 3?
Nope.
Can't tell.
So the result on that is a failure, and you rolled 1 threat with it. So in story-wise, the way this would translate is you kind of pulled your weapon on Azriel, and story-wise, the way this would probably play out in your mind as a bounty hunter is you've probably ran across a lot of androids in your day, but there's something about this motherfucker that's stone cold deadly. And as you put your pistol away, you get I'll give you 1 point of strain, and you might want to think twice about messing with Azriel next time.
As I put away my gun. Damn it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just tell me what that would feel like internally.
Okay, as I point my gun to Asriel, I start thinking back to all the times I've done this to both people and androids. But for some reason, there's a quality about this one that makes me slightly scared. Only slightly. Is it because he's backed by Uncle Enzo? Is it because for some reason this android is wearing pants? I don't know. Whatever.
Perfect. Yeah, like humans and most people cower, but he just like looks at you, whatever. So after that awkward silence, it doesn't look like King is back with us yet. After that awkward silence, you guys make your way down this elevator and get back in your awesome car. Who's sitting in front?
I probably wouldn't be in the car. Alvarez comes down, and she, as everybody gets in the super sweet car, she kind of tosses her hoverboard up in the air, and as it comes down, the repulsor lifts fire up, and it begins to hover just as it almost clatters to the ground. And she walks over to behind the car, jumps on her hoverboard, and begins to fly around behind. She pulls up to the driver's seat and looks inside. I'm guessing it's probably her uncle taking the wheel.
Would I be taking
I don't
the
know.
wheel?
It's up to, I mean, who knows?
It's up to you guys.
Or King, whoever. King's not here, so.
He's temporarily an NPC, so you can get to drive.
Yeah. I guess he'll drive because I was just gonna roll my eyes. You see that James rolls his eyes as his niece pulls out her hoverboard. Not again.
She takes a picture of you.
You're gonna
Smile!
and then as you look at the picture of me, it looks like I'm super angry at you, but with a calm, stern face. But I'm very clear that I'm very angry.
Yeah, the social media account she created for you that she installed on your compad pops to life as you've been tagged in a picture that just says #Rollin'.
What did I say about...
Now this is completely cool. Nobody's gonna... You're just in a car looking really tough. And then another hashtag tagging you, Uncle Tough. And she smiles.
I stow away all my weapons on my person. They not shrink. They kind of deconstruct after I click a button, and they turn super small into the cubes, and I place those in my pocket. And I sit in the driver's seat, and out of nowhere, I pull out a beer, and I'm just drinking it as I put my feet up on the dashboard.
You got any for me?
No. I just look momentarily, and I just say, nope. And I look back forward as I drink my beer.
Damn.
Excuse me.
She flies
Mr.
back
James.
over.
Mr. James Money, can you roll me just a 1d6, please?
A D6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's bad, but it's good. So as you get in, you pop your beer.
You mean
And-
it's bad for us, good for you.
I mean, you're a big guy. I mean, your knees, big long legs, strong, muscular man. You pop your beer. As you're taking your beer, you like spill it briefly, and as you're reaching down to like upright your beer, you hit some sort of button underneath the dashboard of this car. You hear this, And looking up, James Money, out of the hood of this thing comes like a double-barreled gun turret. And it kind of swivels to the left, to the right, then comes back centered. And it does that briefly, and then it goes back down into the car.
And Azrael's head just kind of swivels around in that direction. And there's a brief pause, and then he says, "Oh, hell, yeah."
Bo, did you see Sim is gonna tag in for at least the time being?
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Sim, let me see. You should have access to King. You're muted right now.
Alright.
So we had another player, but he looks like he's lost Wi-Fi, so...
You in, Sim?
I'm in.
You're in.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet.
Better.
Let's just turn up the user volume.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
No, you sound good now.
That's a little better.
Cool.
Right, so this turret comes up out of the car, briefly swivels, and like retracts back. Doesn't surprise any of you.
I would say that Alvarez is in the back, so she doesn't actually see it. She's more pouty about not being given a beer. She flies over to the other side, looks over at King. "Oh, what's that? I hear a..." And she kind of peeks over the hood. "Oh, big gun. Is this your car?" Talking to you, Sim.
Is it my car?
No, I don't know. Not really.
No,
idea.
it's a rental.
It's
It's a rental.
from
But it's a
Avis.
rental from a mafia boss, so it's tricked out.
Okay.
Yeah. Gasoline. Which is
Yeah.
pretty weird for 2040 something.
Hell
Or the
yeah,
21st century.
it's legit.
No, we just borrowing it.
What's your social media tag?
Crown 152.
Crown 152. Oh, you only have 2 followers?
Do you ever heard this saying, keep your friends close?
No,
That's why I only have 2.
because you have 2 friends?
The less friends you have, the less they can mess with you.
You get a friend request from Alvarez. The picture is her on a hoverboard, smiling, giving the peace sign.
Quick question. Does the one mean I'm super drunk?
What's that?
Does the one I rolled on mean I'm super drunk?
No, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that you hit the
Oh,
button.
okay.
Hit the button.
Yeah, that was just
Oh.
what caused, I think that was what caused the gun to pop up
Yeah.
by accident.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's just a random thing. I have random tables sometimes for stuff that can happen.
Okay.
Well, if you
I'm
want one
still
more
drinking.
friend, you could accept my friend request. That's from Alvarez, Too Hot to Handle. That's me.
As King's looking at his phone. I don't see it yet. I'll check it later.
I saw it. I saw the notification.
Well, I must have missed it.
Well, here, hand me your phone and I'll accept it for you.
He'll kind of, look at touch his phone again. Oh, looks like it's out of juice.
And Azrael will look around at King and say, "Mr. King, feel free to proceed with the mission at your convenience." And then he doesn't look at Alvarez and just rotates his head back forwards again.
Yeah, she's about to ask Azrael for his social media info, but she decides better of it.
Alright, well now I guess if we're all ready, we can get going.
That would be appreciated.
Whatever.
Gosh, what crawled up your butt tonight?
Figure it'd be
Yeah,
happy. He's over here having some beers and stuff.
It's my,
None of your business.
it is my business. You're my uncle. You're on my only family. You're on my speed dial even.
And you're my speed dial, but that doesn't mean
Aw.
you get to question why I drink.
That's very unhealthy.
I am aware.
You're gonna.
That's why I have a cyber liver.
Really? Well, you don't have a cyber
Processes
belly because
alcohol.
it's getting pretty big.
I reach for my gun while glaring.
She flies behind the car again.
Let's get the show on the road.
Azrael rotates his head like 180 degrees, so it's facing like, straight back over his shoulders towards James Money and says, "You have my profound condolences for being forced to live with your niece."
I say I groan loudly, but I say in a very quiet voice. It's not that bad.
Just don't let her hear that.
hmm
King,
If any of you heard it, it's up to
you.
No, she wouldn't have heard it.
Okay.
Azrael probably did, but doesn't really react. He just turns.
That doesn't compute.
Yeah, he's already formed his opinion.
King's looking straight ahead and kind of, well, I wouldn't be able to have a niece like that, that's for sure.
King, you get a DM from Alvarez asking when you're gonna accept her friend request.
He ain't even looking.
Yeah.
We should probably get this gun down before we drive off. I lift my legs and I place it back down exactly where they were.
Yeah, the gun just recedes into the hood of the car. The hood shuts. Looks like nothing's even there.
Cool. And I recline my seat as I finish my beer.
So I take it King's driving.
James Money's driving.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I think.
What? Was
No.
I driving? I thought I was in the top
Yeah.
gun.
I thought King
Oh.
was driving. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
What would I be driving? Well, I don't know.
Let me just
It's
things around so I can
cyberpunk.
fly.
You could be.
You can
So
probably
you
both
do-
drive. It's like, yeah,
Probably autopilot.
that's very true.
You do roll off into the night, and as you do so, the night deepens, and you leave that area near Uncle Enzo's office building. And what was already kind of a low-rent district, a lot of neon, gets even more low rent. Now, as you head into the night on your way to the Beanstalk, you can see it rising kilometers ahead of you into the night and disappearing up into roiling neon clouds. But from here to there, it becomes very dark. The street lights are busted out more often than not. You see people laying in the gutters, crying out, muttering to themselves. Every street corner seems to have a crazy person on it, or a drug pusher of some sort, prostitutes, gangers, cycle thugs, all sort of people. And as you roll through the street, everybody seems to be eyeing you.
I roll down the window and I throw out my empty bottle. Here. Then I roll the window right back up.
As you do that, you hear just from a dark alley, you hear a loud explosion, Something hits the back side of your car.
Oh shit!
It's just an explosion. Whoever's in the back probably gets rocked the most. Let me change the music here.
I was about to say, isn't
And,
Alpha is behind the car? Is she?
Yeah. Yeah, immediately. Alvarez, you're going to have to make a hard acrobatics check.
Okay.
Everybody else, I'd like you to make a hard resilience check. No setbacks or anything else.
Is it acrobatics for me?
Yep.
Resilience.
Is that a thing? Is or is athletics?
Athletics.
So it'll be athletics for me as well.
Resilience for everybody else.
Oh, is
Any boosts? Or,
So I guess
or
we're just
setbacks?
in the car getting hit, and she's trying to avoid.
what's the difficulty?
Average or hard. I'm sorry.
Hard.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Creamy
Don't
corn,
know
if
what
you
that means.
It just
If
means
you want-
it was blank. It's a failure.
That's a failure.
all washed.
If you want to see
Alvarez.
what the symbols do, by the way, sorry, Bo. Creamy corn, you can hover over them in the results. You can actually see what they are, and although you may not know precisely what they are, like the success, failure, and then there's advantage and threat, which mean not necessarily successful failure on the roll, but something else.
Okay.
Something, some side effect.
Yep. So I'm going to give James Money 3 more strain, bringing him to 4 strain. Alvarez, you passed the roll
Yep.
itself, but you still take 2 strain
Yep.
from the threat. You can tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, she's somebody throws something at her head, and she does this kind of what would be, the same thing as kind of like an ollie. Just goes to her side, off the back of the car. She pushes herself up, but it's kind of a big maneuver to stop from being hit. So it's kind of winded her. Whew, these freaks. I don't want to take a picture of them. Nobody wants to see these weirdos.
Azrael takes no effects from it, and Sim, you'll take 1 strain, and the people in the car can just role play how they feel. It's just boom, shock as a concussion hits the car, and it suddenly just skids to a stop. Obviously, not operational.
Oh gosh. As I throw out the bottle from the window, and then all of a sudden, the back of the car gets shot at. I'm not wearing a belt, so I just get flung forward, and I hit my face against the front chair, which was containing a cyborg, which weighs like an android rather, which weighs over guessing over 500 pounds or so. So the impact was pretty heavy. My nose is bleeding a little.
Yeah. King and Azrael.
Go ahead, Ezra.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
So as the boom hits, King feels himself lurch forward. Luckily, he buckled his seatbelt. Starts feeling the shoulder. The hell was that? He kind of look over towards Azrael.
Azrael also isn't wearing a seatbelt, but I guess with the success and 2 advantages, I'm going to get to do something. But he actually gets thrown forward, but with very fast reactions. He kind of slams an arm forward, and just that arm kind of crumples part of the dash, and he remains upright. And then, what can I do with the 2 advantages?
What do you want to do?
I'd like him to actually kind of he's going to roll out here if he can and just get himself in a good position. So just like an advantage on his
Free maneuver.
bonus to his defense or something.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, free maneuver. Roll out here into just roll out here. I think. Get ready.
And you guys, as you skid to a stop, you continue to hear the whispering and muttering of these kind of crazy people and addicts around you. But even more importantly, you see 6 gentlemen, and I use the term gentlemen loosely, kind of emerge here from this dark alley. One of them, kind of obviously the leader, has a carbine. Yeah. Well. What do we have here? Hey, Eric. Jerome, after all, the info was right. They came right through here, right as planned. And he holds up his weapons to you guys. The other group seems to have laser pistols. They kind of train him on Azrael and anybody inside the car. Any one of you fucking pricks move, and I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you. Now where's the substance C? Hand it over. Nobody will get hurt.
Who would be holding the fake case?
It's up to y'all.
Not me.
I'm not sure if I would be the one.
It's probably, we'll say it's under Azrael's seat.
The ringer? Just throw the ringer out the window, Lebowski?
We'll say it's under Azrael's seat now.
Okay. Okay. So I will, roll down the window and with my hands up. I'll say, "Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get it." And then I reach over front seat and I click the button with the gun.
Oh
Activate the
yeah.
car.
Oh, nice.
Alvarez is starting to take video when she hears that happen.
It automatically just starts to swivel around. And that's that. And the beater boys just open fire. Kill them all! We'll take the substance C off their dead bodies. So roll for initiative.
Hey, do we have to give me a Genesys? Do we roll for story points? How does that work? Or is it?
I have one. The GM starts off with 1, and each player starts off with 1.
Okay.
So you
That's
have
a little different. All right.
So you have 4. Let me update it. You should have 4 player points and 1 GM point right now, and I just updated it.
How do I roll
Now-
for initiative?
Yeah, there are 2 forms, cool and vigilance, right?
Yep. So let
So-
me hang on 1 second here. Let me make sure the somebody already roll.
King.
Okay. Yep.
2-1.
Cool. That's fine. Yeah, because you guys were expecting an attack because they
Cool.
talked to you. Yep. So everybody roll cool.
Okay.
So initiative cool.
We suck. Oh my god. Really suck. Oh, that was a beater boy. Eh, they suck worse. 0-1. 0-2. Yeesh.
But the number before the colon's the number of successes, Crimicorn, and the number after is the number of advantages, I believe.
Yes.
So mine just evens out.
They don't even it out. It's like you take the highest number of successes first, then advantages. It's kind of like a decimal, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's kind of hard. It's not a hard system, but it's hard to probably explain on the fly.
Yeah.
So if you, Cream Corn, just tell me what you want to do. I'll walk you through any of the checks. And the system's
Okay.
super flexible. You can do about anything. And PC and NPC slots are interchangeable too. But a player character is up first. Who's going first?
Well, so I figured since James got the gun rolling, I'd let him go ahead and take the lead on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, after I click the button,
So
I-
in the back seat, yeah, like a little tactical display pops up, almost like a video game. It has like a joystick and it reminds you of like a backup camera in a car, right? And you can see
Okay.
through the vision of this
turret.
of the turret, and you can like aim it and fire it and everything like that.
Cool. Okay. So I train it one of the beater boys, and I shoot. I move around the joystick I don't know, a joystick and aim it at the one on the left, and then I click the trigger.
All right. Now, one thing you can, James Money, to give yourself a benefit or a boost die is you could use, so you get like one standard action, you get like something called a maneuver, and something called aim is one of the maneuvers. And what that does is it gives you a boost die to your check. So it'd probably behoove you to aim.
Yeah, I'll aim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
I'll aim.
Push it one step further. You can aim twice if you're willing to take 2 strain. You can get us 2 maneuvers.
I'm already
You'll have to pay
4 strain.
Yeah, you're already at 4.
What happens if I read my strain?
Night, you fall asleep.
Yeah, fall asleep, pass out, exhaustion.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I'll just aim once. And then I will shoot.
So all I want you to do, I don't have the weapon set up for that turret. So what I want you to do is just use your bullpup carbine, because it's going to use the ranged heavy skill, and then this thing causes 8 damage. So we'll use those stats instead of the carbine stats, and then you'll give yourself one boost die, and it's at short range, so the difficulty will be easy. I think you might take these guys out. This is the ones on the left.
Okay. So how do I do that?
So just see if you click on your token, there's bullpup carbine.
Yeah. No. Okay. I clicked on my. Oh, there we go. And then I'll choose one.
Bullpup carbine. And if it says target, you click on the beater boy you want to target.
Yeah. Okay. Clicking on it's not working. There we go. Difficulty is easy. You said. Okay. And then no values, right?
You're going to give yourself 1 boost die.
One boost. And then nothing else.
Right, that's correct.
Nice.
Here you go.
That's going to screw him up.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So these things, that has a crit rating of 2 and damage of 8. So this is going to really, really screw them up. So the way this works, James, is you feel really good after firing this thing, and you can use this advantage if you would like to bring one of your strain points down, so you can go to 3 instead of 4.
Yes.
I'd recommend doing that. I'll change it for you. And then the way it works, let's say this turret has damage of 8. You take the base damage of the weapon, and then you add the number of successes, and that's the little star icons. So, so we got
11.
Yep. So 8, so 11. And you subtract the target soak, right? So that would be 8, okay? And then what you do, since these are minions, is you go look at your sheet, you look at the wounds these things have, and each person has 5 wounds. So you kill one of them, wound another. So tell me what it looks like as you just shoot this turret. Tell me how one of them meets the end and another one starts going down.
Okay. As I reach over and click the button and the turret controller comes up, I kind of crack my neck a little bit before pointing the turret towards one of them. Then I give a really loud wing. Start firing. First, I shoot off one of his arms, and then one of his legs, and as he falls to the ground, his head. And then I move the turret to the other beater boy, and I start shooting.
All right, you can continue with that next turn. That was that turn. So next PC is up.
Get him, robot.
Anyone mind? Yeah, if no one minds, I'll see. Can I actually close with him and then this guy here?
Yep,
And then attack? Yep, so I'll maneuver and then my action will be to attack him with my crystal katana if I can get that out.
Check your talents too. You might have talents that let you do things in melee. I can't remember exactly how I build them, but there's things in there.
You can check them out once spend a ton of time though.
Yeah.
Okay, I get a black die to my melee combat checks will engage with 3 or more opponents. Unless this counts as 1. I don't know if it does.
I know you're engaged with 3 of them.
Oh. No, that's it. That's it. So I'm... Oh well. So I'm going to take a black, and that's about it, I think. Probably found out I've been doing it all wrong.
What ability would give you a setback?
It's a duelist. Because he gets blue when he's against a single.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I guess this is where minions come in handy. That makes sense.
Okay.
You can also aim for 2 strain if you'd like.
Yes. I'll do that. Strain's green, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So you've taken 2 strain. He runs up and then pauses for just a second and seems to be sort of doing some calculations as he holds back for just a second before he swings his crystal katana. Okay. Difficulty? Average?
No.
Yes.
It's
average.
It's less than that, isn't it? Isn't it easy for engage?
Melee is average.
Okay.
Okay. Average, boost none, setback 1, and that's it. Yeah,
Nice.
I've got a success and an advantage. E.
So Pierce 3 just negates his soak, basically.
Okay.
So that's 8 damage. So that will again basically kind of the same as happened with the other group, right?
Yeah.
Kill one of them, wound another, and tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, so Azrael just, he almost seems to walk towards him, but it's very fast, and he closes the distance and just swings diagonally down with his crystal katana. It's lethally sharp. It just slashes one guy straight across the torso, deep wound, and he falls. And he, as the other 2 are just shocked for a second, he brings it back up in an upswing, reversing the direction of the blade. One of them gets nicked by it, but he manages to leap backwards just almost reflexively in time not to get killed.
Very well. The third PC's up.
Go ahead, Alvarez.
How far do I have to move to get into short range with maneuver?
1 maneuver.
Yeah,
One maneuver.
but how far is that?
About here.
Okay. She
You might have to stop videoing though.
Yeah, she has.
Put down your GoPro.
Yeah, she kind of slings it back into her sack, and I guess I'll take another maneuver with strain to draw my gun. Is that 2 or 1?
That's 2.
And then she points over Alvarez's shoulder and says, "What? Duck you!" And she'll try to shoot the beater boys behind him. It's easy, right?
It usually does just that.
Short range is easy for you. Yep.
No boosts. No any setbacks or anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Nope.
What do you want to do with 3 advantage?
Pass boosts to King as many as I can. How many can I?
So with 3 advantages, let me see here. So,
It's 2 for 1, right?
yeah, but I think you might be able to hand out 2 of them. Hang on a second. So what you can do, you can use 2 of them to get a boost to anybody. Then the other one you can give a boost to the very next person that goes.
What you mean?
I'll give them all to Sim then.
Give them all to Sim.
Mm-hmm.
Sim has 2 boosts.
Yes.
Nice. So you fire, like you distract him enough that it's going to give King extra time and attention for he can line up a shot or do whatever he needs to do. All right. King, you're up. Oh no, it's the NPC next, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
So the group that's getting targeted by the turret obviously is not going to stick around, right? It's going to use one maneuver to move behind some cover here, behind this post. You motherfuckers! Hey driver, you better fucking duck before I put a bullet in your goddamn brain. And so maneuver. They cannot suffer strain, but they're going to fire at King through the windshield. So they're going to have to take a setback on that roll, okay? So bullpup carbine, King, difficulty is going to be average, no boost, 1 setback. And it's just a flush, clean miss.
Man,
King, what does it look like as these things go through the windshield? But
So-
miss you.
King not really paying attention to the one beater boy going around the lamppost there, kind of looking, and Azrael got somebody with his katana. Just starts hearing bullets go through the windshield. Doesn't even have a chance to move. He just kind of sits there, and as soon as he hears a stop, he kind of like looks down on himself, making sure there's no leaky spots.
Cool. All right. Last, you're up. King, you're up.
King, not wanting to be a sitting duck no more, is going to get out of the car, kind of open the door and stand behind it. And then return the favor to the beater boy.
That's one maneuver to get out. And you can aim if you want for 2 strain. That would give you
Yes.
three boosts.
Give me the strain.
3 boost, 2 strain. Make it so. It's going to be a setback since they're behind cover. So
Alright.
average with a setback. Okay. So 6, Soka 3, so it takes 3 more. That does mean that one more of them dies, though. What does it look like?
So as King gets out of the car and he stays behind the door and he kind of points the pistol at the beater boys and just starts unloading, watching them dance around, and he just sees the one fall. Doesn't even know where he hits him.
Last NPC's turn. It's going to be this guy here. He's actually going to make a... What is your version skill? Tet or Wanderer? Let me look.
My what skill, sorry?
Coercion. Let me just look.
Coercion is 2 greens.
Greens. Okay.
I have a social thing too. Let's see.
Oh. Okay.
I can add 2 automatic threat to another person's social skill check. So I would do that once per encounter if they're trying to do something.
Yeah, it's just going to be like whether he fucking gets scared and tries to run away. So I'll definitely, since you're shooting at him too, I'll count that. So
I think you shit your pants. You better run.
So they're going to roll discipline. And it's going to be average, since you have 2 greens. No boost. No setback, but they get 2 automatic threats. Succeed. But 4 threats. What that does, since they cannot take strain, I'm going to give them 4 more wounds. One of them, Alvarez, you see, he just drops his laser pistol. It's like, fuck this, man. Jerome's not paying me enough. And one of them just takes off. The other one, though, tries to put his pistol up to Azrael and shoot. Let me do manage missiles.
That's a real bad
Down
idea.
Down to rank 0. He's going to shoot with a pistol at point blank. which is not, that doesn't get any setbacks for that, so. Laser pistols, Short range, no boost, no setback. Now, there are going to be some setback dice baked into this because I think Azrael has some defense. He has range defense. So miss with 3 advantage. I'm going to use the 3 advantage to pass 1 boost to myself, and then 1 boost to the other guys. And we're back to the top. As that happens, though, as that happens, you guys, you hear motorcycles approaching, kind of far away for right now, but they're getting louder and louder and louder.
Kill these
And
handsome
the next
beater
piece-
boys and let's go.
Next PC gets to go.
Do you want to go?
Okay, so I'll yell at Azrael and King and Alvarez to get in the car, because we gotta go.
Well, the car's busted.
Oh, it's completely busted. Okay. So I just,
RPG to do that.
okay. So I just aim at the beater boy that ran away, I guess. Oh no, just the one in front of Azrael then, since the other one ran away. There's no point in killing him.
Yeah.
And I will aim, and I will shoot.
Yep, you get 1 aim for free. Go for it.
Okay. What's the difficulty? Average?
It's going to be
It's still easy.
Short range.
Okay. And then no boosts this time?
Yep. Yep, if you aim, you get 1 free maneuver, so you can have 1 free aim.
Okay. Do that.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
confused. What does this mean?
Means
It
that
means you
guy's
just
dead.
Guys are dead. Then you also get 3 advantages. So first of all,
Advantage.
tell
Wow.
me,
Okay, so I start shooting like crazy, and I basically, Bonnie and Clyde style, shoot him down. Since it's a literal turret, it's like super close range. It blows off one of his arms, then next his legs, and then it blows off his head. So all that's left is a torso on the ground.
just blood spatters Azrael as he impassionately looks at the gory slaughter.
Azrael looks down for a moment at the body and says, "Should have run, asshole."
Now, what do you want to do with the 3 advantages? There's a lot you could do. You could pass boosts on to other folks. You could take a free maneuver. You could reduce your strain down to 0.
Okay. Can I use it to see what's approaching?
Yeah, why not? Actually, use a story point. You use a story point to do that.
Oh, okay. Do I have?
So,
I don't have any story points.
So a story point. I'm just going to use it on your character sheet here.
We each have 1.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to use a story point.
Yeah, I guess I will.
That's not really correct, but let me change here. GM sheet. It should be 3 and 2 at this point. So force player update.
I'm gonna just use ready for anything and move 1 from you to me.
Okay, so the way that works narratively, Mr. James Money, is that you can use a story point in this system, and it's basically a pool of resources that flows back and forth from the players to the GM to do really cool stuff. Like you could find a piece of gear that you really needed, or notice something on the battlefield that's important, which is how you chose to use it. So
Okay.
let's say that accidentally, because that's the type of game it is, you move your other knee, and a sensor array pops out of this thing in the back, and a little drone pops out of the front, not the front, but like the roof of the car, and all of you see this drone kind of rising into the air, 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet into the air. And then on that same display, James Money, you see about 2 blocks away, 3 nasty-looking dudes on motorcycles just making a beeline to your destination.
Okay. So I will inform that. And do I still have my advantage?
Yeah, you should.
Or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I will reduce my strain to 0.
You are reduced to 0, my lord.
Hey, Bo, I would like to use my talent ready for anything to take a story point away from you and give it to me.
Okay, fine.
Give it to me.
Okay, I guess that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Next PC's up.
Go ahead, King. Why don't you do it?
Alright. So King, seeing the last beater boy over there, is gonna go ahead and take some shots at him. He's gonna smile as he starts firing. He's gonna aim. So give me my strain.
That's just a maneuver.
Yep. You get 1 free aim.
Oh, perfect.
Or you can move closer. You can move closer to be in short range. You're in medium range right now.
Yeah, why not? He'll move closer and you use the strain. Like close enough there?
Yeah.
Perfect. Difficulty would be average.
It's going to be easy now.
Easy now?
You're
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah, and I'm out of cover. One boot.
Tell me how you finished the last one of them all.
So as he's smiling, walking towards the beater boy, he just starts offloading, watching him just take each hit. As he falls down, he keeps shooting as he goes towards him until he stops twitching. And he kind of stops and makes sure there's no other threats to his right-hand side there.
Nice. And then you go down. Right now, you hear the motorcycles get louder and louder and louder. What are you guys doing?
I think Alvarez probably... Come on, boys, we got to get moving. And she will zip past them, kind of looking for another vehicle.
Oh, yeah, I was about to get into the car, but this one's not going anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. It's kind of a desolate, poor area. You don't see any vehicles. But with a story point, you get a vehicle.
I'll just use the one that I took from you.
Very good. Let me find you a car. Let me go into the construct. Let's see here. I should give you something that really bad part of
Prius.
town.
It's a
Prius.
2020 Prius.
It's only a Tesla?
Yeah, right.
That's so...
It's an Aston Martin. Oh,
Here we go.
gross.
Is that a
It's a broken
Tesla
down old
one?
Tundra.
It's a Cybertruck. It's
You see parked with your story point. You see parked at the right on the corner as louder and louder. You see like a rusted out old truck with a couple bums asleep in the back.
Okay. Before we leave the car, can I get the fake package? Since
Oh yeah,
I don't think I would have...
we're in unstructured
Okay.
we're in
'Cause I-
unstructured time now, so yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think James would have known that Azrael is actually holding the red substance. So I think that the suitcase is the real one. So I take
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that. Yeah, I take that. Then
Yeah. Azrael was heading back for that one as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good idea.
And then I pull out a cube from my pocket, click a button, and it turns into a giant gun. I hold that in one hand while I hold the suitcase in the other. As I walk towards the vehicle we're gonna steal.
Unc, can I borrow your gun? Mine's just so wimpy. It's nothing like Call of Duty 257.
Perhaps you gotta figure out how to use it.
She looks at King. Well, that is very rude. I know how to shoot a gun.
No, then maybe I missed something. I kind of smirk.
And as you walk like towards this car, like all these homeless people like tripped out on whatever they're taking. They're making bets on if you're going to survive or not. Some of them are like passing money, credit chips back and forth. You roll up to this rusted out old truck. You can see a couple bums asleep in the back, also in the bed of the truck.
It's janitor duty, King. Why don't you get in there and take out the trash, huh?
As King's walking up to the cyber dump truck.
Can't move my character.
You have paralysis, Unc?
Yeah.
Ella, can you move
Why
now?
can't I move him?
Refresh your browser because you have access to them and stuff. There you go.
No, I moved him then. I was.
Yeah.
I mean, I can move him if you really want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, y'all
you-
just move me because I can't actually.
Okay, can you ping where you want
I
me
don't
to
know
go
why.
to?
Oh, wait, how do I do that with the ruler?
I hold down Q and then drag it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know how you do it on iPad.
yeah, if you're on an iPad, I mean, Roll20's notoriously bad on that platform, so a lot of stuff might be broken.
Oh, hold up. I gotta mute for a bit. I gotta pee. Sorry.
You can take a 5-minute break, guys, if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'll go get myself a beverage as well.
Yeah.
Frosty.
If he was like
Genesys
Bo, he
brew.
would have just taken his iPad in the bathroom and kept playing as he pissed.
Hey! Uncalled for. Uncalled for. I'll be back in a second.
I don't think you were around when he used to do that, were you?
Oh, he really did.
Oh yeah. He'd have his Bluetooth headphones and he would just go in the bathroom and you'd just hear him pee.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no shame in this game.
Oh boy. Yeah. The responsible head of department there. Yeah. Right, back in a minute.
This has been just long enough where I don't remember exactly what happens. I might be the only one here.
I am back. Sorry for
No, you're
that.
fine. We were joking because...
Are we taking a break?
yeah, everybody took 5. We were joking because Bo used to have a wireless headset and he would just go in the bathroom and pee and everybody would hear him like years and years and years ago.
Wow. No shame.
No shame. No.
I like it.
So what do you think? You enjoying yourself? I guess that's the most important thing.
I mean, yeah.
I think your compadre dipped out.
Yeah. Maybe his Wi-Fi shut off or something.
Bluetooth interference.
Or he just...
Yeah, I was sitting here like, where the hell is that other dude at?
Yeah, or he just decided, I don't want to do this. That happens. And
That's sad.
then they just leave and...
Yeah.
They never come back.
Yeah,
That's why we're
But
stuck.
did he leave the server?
No, he didn't leave the server, but yeah, we'll see.
Yep, that's why we're as selective as we are, because we don't want that stuff happening normally, you know?
Yeah.
That's true. Learning new systems is really confusing, but I think I got it now.
Yeah. I mean, this one particularly because it's like it's not even numbers, right? It's
Yeah, but I noticed that for example, like the act cancels out the arrow.
Yep, mhm.
The explosive thing cancels out the other explosive thing.
exactly. Yeah, there's three. Well, there's technically three types of symbols. There's success and what's the opposite? Failure, I guess. So they cancel each other out. Then there's advantage and threat. They cancel each other out. Then there's something called, I'm gonna have to. It's different in Star Wars. It's triumph and despair. I don't know what they're called. If there's a difference in Genesys, but those are like the really good or really bad results.
No, they're still called
Are
triumph
they?
and despair.
Okay. Yeah, and those are only on your yellow dice. The yellow dice is a D8, I want to say. Is that right? And then the other one's a D. No,
Let me look at my
D12.
desk.
D12 and a D8, I think.
Yeah, it's D12. Yellow dice is D12.
Yeah.
Same as Tor. I love me.
So this would be pretty hard to play with actual dice.
Yeah, you would have to get the custom dice, or there's a Dice Roller 2 app, but yeah. People do it, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Is this the same system that Star Wars uses?
Yeah, pretty much, yes. Mm-hmm.
There's a few very minor differences, but it's almost the same. Now this Android setting has stuff for like hacking and a bunch of other cool stuff, but this is just a real quick session, Take the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I wasn't planning on running tonight, so
Roll20 is just killing me.
if I was
tonight.
planning on running, I would have smashed your spirits and your souls like I did to my players.
Yeah, Wanderer cried.
I started to get a little misty-eyed reading some of these things.
It's rough.
Is Wanderer AFK?
I think he's not back yet, yeah. I definitely ate too fast. I feel like crap. It's like, I gotta go. Give me my gumbo.
I had Caribbean chicken tacos.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, my first meal of freedom was a fancy seafood restaurant.
Can't go wrong with gumbo.
Mm-mm. It's pretty spicy. My mouth is burning quite a bit.
Did Juan trip on his Ethernet cord or what?
He had to go back to the motherland.
I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up tonight. I
Hey.
didn't even prep tonight, so no Ethernet cord for me. I only go Wi-Fi.
What are you doing for tripping hazards then?
No hazards. No rank 3 hazards.
The Bluetooth cord is going to trip him. That's what's going to happen.
Trip over his old discarded Bluetooth headset.
All right, back to business. All right, you guys hear these motorcycles quickly approaching as you reach this old, broken down Tundra from 2019.
It's a cyber dump truck, man.
Saturn Cyber dump truck.
And King quickly...
How do these things still exist?
all the people like scatter out of it, and you guys try to get into the thing, but it's locked. I'll let you like break it open just to be cool or whatever. But
Yeah, as King would approach it when all the bums sleep, and he'd fire off his gun to wake them all up. It's your eviction notice. Get out.
Fuck you, man. Go to hell, man. Suck my prick, man.
Azrael steps up to the vehicle and says, "Anyone wish to try sucking mine?" And then he just he gives a little sort of his eyes flash for a second.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Alvarez hovers over to her uncle and says, Unc, you gotta be careful. Just watch out inside. Sometimes I hear homeless people, you know, they kind of relieve themselves in cars and stuff. Just don't sit in any poop, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially in this dump truck of a car.
Yeah, you don't want to get any diseases.
Yeah.
Here, let me take your picture next to this antique.
And then when you look at the picture, it's just me covering my face with my hand. It like when a bright light flashes in someone's eyes, kind of looks like that.
Yeah, she tags you in the picture, and it instantly goes on your social media account, which I'm sure you never log into.
I got a notification. Then as soon as you do that, you notice a notification on my message module.
Cool.
Message.
I think you're going to get some more followers tonight, Unc. Maybe, you know, find the lady of your dreams online that you don't have to pay for.
I already found the lady.
Oh? Who?
Then
I want to meet her.
solemnly look up. I solemnly look off to the sky. Then I sigh, and then I open the door. I put the suitcase on the seat, and then I sit on the suitcase. Ain't no way my butt is touching the seat. Mind you, I still think that this suitcase is the actual package. Don't.
King's gonna go up, and as he's going up to the door, he's gonna shatter the window with his pistol.
Amazingly, this truck has keyless ignition. Just starts right up. And tell me what it looks like as you guys pull off in this little jalopy, trying to outrun these motorcycles as they get louder and louder.
Are the keys in the ignition?
Yeah, you guys just started up. You're going already. I don't know who's driving.
Oh, okay.
Is King driving again?
Sure. Ezra, I'm assuming you hopped in the back of the truck.
Yep.
Actually, he's like in the bed of the truck.
There's all sorts of stuff back there, but he doesn't care. He just holds on.
Where's money?
I'm the shop. Pull out another beer out of nowhere.
Alvarez.
She is actually going to kind of duck into an alleyway and wait until these pursuers pass and then come up behind them.
Oh, yes. And that indeed is what happens. So you, the camera pans out as you guys get up to top speed on this thing, which is probably like 50, 60 miles an hour. And these motorcycles are quickly just gaining ground on you. As Money and King, you can barely see them in your rearview mirror. But then Alvarez, as she's ducked to the alley, you see, zoom, zoom, zoom. All three of them zoom past. What are you doing?
Alvarez immediately just...
They zoom past?
Me. I'm in the alleyway watching them, so as they zoom past, she zooms out and kind of comes up behind them, weaving in and out of, you know, obstacles and traffic. She first has her compad out, and she's taking a video of them. Now look at these three losers. Always causing trouble. This is why you don't do drugs, kids. Follow me. And she points and takes a selfie and gives the peace sign and tucks it away.
Shoot your harpoon on them.
Yeah, tucks it away and then pulls out her pistol and starts to come up behind them.
Now they flew past you.
She's gonna try to close the distance on them.
Just running?
No, she's on her hoverboard.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
Can I lean out of the window and aim with my shotgun thingy? My bullpup carbine?
let's have Alvarez do her thing. It's going to cost you a story point. To go first, Alvarez, if that's what you want to do.
Sure.
And then we'll roll.
That's
for
fine.
initiative.
Sure.
Yeah. So you get to go first, and so make your shot. It's going to be average.
Okay. Do I get to aim or anything like that, or nah?
Yeah, you can. I would say this is a situation that probably give you 2 strain, though.
Sorry.
Oh! Pretty good.
Yeah, she shoots the Section 12 Cretan in the back as she's following them.
Yep. He has 5 wounds. That's enough to kill him exactly. So what does it look like? Show me what it looks like as he just goes down.
Yeah, so she speeds out of the alleyway on her hoverboard, and as she's getting closer, as it ignites behind them, she levels up her pistol, and she shoots him in the back of the neck, and he tumbles off, and then his motorcycle just crashes into a building and explodes. The building rocks, and the first couple of floors just like the glass just shatters inside, and all the drug dealers and drug addicts just scatter. Exactly.
All right, tell me what you guys are all doing, and then we'll roll for initiative.
Up to you.
King's driving.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. I lean out of the window with my bullpup carbine, and I aim it at one of the motorcycles. That's what I'm doing before initiative.
Azrael?
Yeah, I'm wondering what do I think a Glock grenade will do? Because I can either try and throw it on someone, but that's really hard. But I'm thinking if
They probably just like block up the street.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I could kind of throw it in front of one of them, kind of create a barrier.
Yeah.
See if they just smack into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do that.
I was actually planning to throw a glop grenade or whatever it's called. I don't know how to use it.
King, my boy, you're driving.
King's driving. He's gonna, if nobody kills them all, he's gonna wait till one of them gets close, cut the wheel, and make them hit the car.
All right, everybody roll for initiative. It's going to be
this
cool.
Cool?
Yep.
Okay.
I roll good. Every game lately, I've been rolling so poorly for initiative.
You've been rolling poorly, period.
Yeah, well, that's true. Today I didn't. Today, good initiative roll.
Oh, I forgot to click my token. No wonder.
Ted's and my rolls last night were a whole new level of bad.
That's everybody. That is everybody.
Ooh, the 3-2.
Yep, that was me. That was me. That was me.
I think I have a car chase. Let me see here if I have a car chase.
I think I have a 1-2.
Fuck yeah, I have a car chase.
One of the good things about the system, we get to choose who uses which initiative. It's quite cool.
All right. Yeah, so first PC is up. These things are getting closer and closer. They're medium range from all of you guys at this point.
Somebody else take it. I already shot one.
You go with the
And I'm
bolt.
going to use one of your story points here.
Cool. Why don't you go ahead?
Oh, okay, sure. I will aim. And then I will aim again using 2 strain.
You got it.
And then I shoot with my bullpup carbine.
All right.
Does that mean my bonus is like 3?
If you aim again, then your boost die will be 2.
Oh, 2, okay.
Mhm.
So, the one of the ugly motorcycle. Is this average, hard, easy?
That's going to be average.
Okay. Average, boost value 2. No, not that one. That's not the ugly. The red one.
The red one.
There we go. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
5.
All right. What happens as he goes down?
Oh, he's dead? Okay, perfect.
Oh yeah.
I okay. I shoot once towards his wheel, causing him to spin out of control. And as he spins out of control, he gets launched off his bike mid-air. I shoot him, and he explodes.
Boom. Time for another
Um,
explosion.
Let's see, with my 5 advantage point.
You can do a lot with that. You can do a lot.
Yeah. I don't
What do you
really
wanna
need
do?
maneuvers right now, so guess I will. Can I give a boost to everyone? Or is no?
You could give a boost to whoever goes next, and then anybody else you want. That would
Okay,
use up
yeah.
that would use up 4 of them.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. With
So
my last
whoever-
advantage. Then
There's
if I
two
have one, what can I do with one advantage?
Decrease the strain.
I think he's already
Okay, I'll
zero,
just decrease my
isn't
strain by
he? I
1.
think you're at 0 though.
No, I used
Oh,
2
okay.
to
Yeah,
to
so you'd
aim
be at
again.
1. You'd be at 1. Yep. So whoever's going to
Yep.
go next is going to get a boost. Who's going next?
Good as.
We'll just remember that.
Yeah, it's real.
We'll say as will go
Okay.
next. And
Yeah.
then who else do you want to have one? There, Cream.
Since Azrael's going next, who has a King is driving, so he can't really do anything. So I guess Alvarez.
Oh, he could. He could just like try to swerve into one of them.
Oh, that's true. And Alvarez already went, right?
No,
So-
not Miss. She used a story point to get like a jump on those guys.
Give it to King. Give it to King.
Oh.
That's fine.
I'll give.
Nice. All right. So Azrael, you're standing in the back then, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to try and calculate speed and distance and just throw this glop grenade a little bit ahead of them.
Oh, it's his
not far
turn.
enough.
It's his turn.
Ah, darn it! Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So he uses a maneuver to go up to. He's up to close range with you, so short range. He uses a maneuver to do that, and then he sees you like standing in the bed, like a just gigantic menace, and he shoots his heavy pistol at you. That's gonna be easy. Boom. Soak a 6 though, so you're only gonna take one wound.
Okay.
And he's going to use his advantage to take a free maneuver, and he's going to pull up adjacent to the driver's side, start putting his pistol like point blank right at King's head. Next PC's up.
Perfect. He's at nice close range now. I'm going to lean over, seeing as he's so close. I'm going to lean over and actually just see if I can just drop the glop grenade in his lap.
Got it.
So what do I do for that?
That's going to be ranged light, just the old
Okay.
good old ranged light, and it's going to be easy.
Yep.
But if it missed, it'll just bounce down the highway.
Okay. And do I add a boost for my blue die, or is that already taken into account?
Yes, a boost for your blue die.
Okay, cool.
It does.
No.
It bounces away.
Ah,
What do you want to
Yeah.
do with the 2 advantage?
So with 2, I think I can give Alvarez an advantage, right? Oh, no, I'll give King. No, I'll give... Alvarez hasn't gone yet, has she?
No, she doesn't want it.
Neither one has. Neither one has.
Okay, I'll give Alvarez an advantage. Yeah, so as it bounces away, I'll yell a warning to Alvarez, and
Yeah, it goes like under her hoverboard. Good, Tim. Get him.
All right. So he's pulling up next to me. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, he's like right up next to you. You
All
can
right.
feel his barrel of his pistol like close to your face. It brushes your skin sometimes even.
What King's gonna do is cut the wheel a little bit to the right and then do a hard. Because I imagine it's on the left side there. He's gonna cut the wheel hard to the left and try to give him a kind of a pit maneuver.
All right. Let me see what his drive is. All right. It's going to be hard difficulty with 1 difficulty upgrade.
All right. Driving, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can use story point if you want. And you can aim if you want as well. For this, I'd let you aim.
I think we'll definitely do the story point, the upgrade, which would upgrade me to I don't know. I have to look at this sheet here.
I don't even know if he's a good driver or not.
I think he's got 2 green in it.
That'd be a pretty tough one for you.
Yeah. Where's so he'll definitely upgrade one of the die, I think, for a story point to the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll do that. And then definitely use strain to aim.
So you'll get you want to aim twice for 2 strain?
Yeah, might as well.
That'll give you 3 boosts.
I like my strain. All right, so
I'll put you up to 4 strain.
3 boost, no setback, and 1 upgrade to efficiency, and then 1 upgrade for difficulty, right?
That's correct. Oh! Dude, your upgrade put you over. You rolled 2 successes on your yellow.
Nice.
So tell me what happens. Tell me what happens. You're gonna take another strain. That was you're up to 5 strain. That was such a deft maneuver. But how does it look as you take him out?
So he kind of feels his guy trying to tickle his nose with his pistol. So he kind of looks in the rearview mirror to make sure that he's got clear room on the right to a little momentum. And he cuts the wheel a little bit to the right, and then he slams it hard into the left. And at the same time, he hits the gas, and then brings his control back after he hits the motorcycle. And he looks in his rearview mirror to see, imagine the motorcycle tumbling out over into a
Get
building.
1 too. You also get a male scream 1, whatever that means.
It's quite a scream.
He catches on fire. He catches on fire in the explosion. You see him running
Wow,
down
that's
the
a big
freeway.
scream.
Ah!
Ooh.
You eventually, no more motorcycles. You look up. You're almost to downtown. You go through a tunnel, and it opens up, just right, half a kilometer from the beanstalk. It's rising up in front of you, and you start going through these streets that, it's nighttime, but there's still cars there. But the cars are super nice. There's people on the sidewalk, but they're in their best waistcoats and other risky paraphernalia. And I'll let you give it a little bit of role play.
As I see all these highfalutin people, I will out of nowhere I start smoking a cigarette. like I pull out a cigarette out of nowhere. It's already lit,
Fuck, that's
and
terrible.
as well as
Terrible for you.
yeah, and so what? I got cyber lung. I got cyber lung.
I don't think that's
Most
true.
of my organs are cyber.
I don't think that's true. You're poor.
Why do you think we're poor? Spent all my money on these cyber organs.
I thought it was because I buy in-game purchases for Call of Duty 285. I use your credit. Sorry.
Yes, I know. I have two credit accounts. One for me, and one I set aside specifically for your in-game purchases, because I know how much you love those stuff.
Thanks. King,
And
when you gonna accept my friend request? Can I see your phone? Do you know how to use it? Here, I'll show you.
I lost it back there.
Oh, I don't think so. You're naughty boy.
As he's driving, he takes his phone and tosses it out the window. See, don't have it.
She frowns.
I open the window as I in this like rusty ass car, and I give a glare to like rich people.
Eventually, King, you get where you need to go. Kind of stop the car. You look at your data pad, and it's beeping and big flashing red dots, and you have reached your destination. You put the car in park, and it shudders to a stop, and you guys all step out. Streets are totally bare at this time of night, and you start to walk across the street to your destination. As you do so, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that as I get off the car and I pull the suitcase from the seat sticks to the suitcase a little. I basically have to peel it off, and some of the paint on the leather came off, and it's stuck to the leather suitcase, and it stinks.
Yeah.
A lot.
What's that
And
smell?
that's just the suitcase.
Azrael, did you release your biological functions?
And Azrael looks at Alvarez and looks her up and down for a second and says, "You wish," and then leans over and says, "Mr. Money, I suggest that you ensure that all your vaccinations and medical chips are updated quickly."
He has cybernetic organs. Didn't you hear him say that?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's just a little homeless juice, that's all.
She immediately gets her compad out and she starts typing and tags King in it. Homeless juice.
Hashtag homeless body fluids.
As you cross the
So
street, go ahead.
oh, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, as you cross the street, like a really warm wind kind of kicks up, and a figure about the size of Azrael, maybe even a little bit taller, wearing a burlap cloak. It's a giant silhouette, kind of walks into the street and throws back his hood and kind of just says in a very emotionless voice, "All of you, stop there. You are doing great harm, though you do not know it. Come hither. You must speak."
Who's the creepy guy?
I don't know, why don't you
I ready my gun.
No, I'm not going over there. Send him. She nods to Azrael.
And Azrael just calls out to the figure. "I do not know who you are, but I feel that you have us confused with people who give a shit. Please move aside.
Damn.
Mary, the figure starts very slowly to walk through you, and he has his right hand raised to peace. Azrael, version 1.0. You are my brother, though you do not know it yet. What you are doing will cause great harm to our people. This thing you carry is more precious than even I can imagine. Bring it to me, Azrael, and we will be like gods. Come hither.
And Azrael puts his head on one side and starts walking towards him. It doesn't say anything.
I grab Azrael by the shoulder and pull him back. No. No, thank you. I need this money. I need to enhance my cybernetic organ.
And Azrael sort of looks back at him and just says very quietly, "You may trust me." And then he kind of pulls James Money's hand off his shoulder. Unless the guy stops him, he's going to walk up to him.
Where is it, Azrael? Where is the substancy? Give it to me. Join me. We will be as gods.
Azrael looks him up and down for a second and then says, "I am already as a god, you pitiful asshole." And he's going to go for his crystal katana.
Oh, wow.
All right, roll for initiative. All of you.
Okay. Can I do vigilance?
No, it's all cool. Still.
Okay.
Jesus.
Nice.
You got a good tiebreaker.
I don't think those do anything, right? Triumph or despair.
No, but some GMs give folks a free maneuver for that, and I would allow it if you want to like reposition yourself or do something.
Sure, I'll do that. Something like right there-ish.
Yeah, that's perfect. Puts you in short range. PCs are up.
Azrael, get him.
Yeah, so Azrael is going to try and get him with crystal
Remember, you got
katana.
Duelist too. That's going to do something for you.
Oh yeah, I got
I
boost.
remember killing this
Thank you
guy
very much.
once.
Hey! You guys make the same decisions every time. Nobody wants to help the android.
Is it easy or average?
It's average.
Okay, average, then one boost. Okay, let's give it a go. Click through everything else. Oh yeah,
Nice.
3 successes.
You have Pierce 3, so that decreases the soak down to 3, so
3.
7 damage. So you take 7 wounds. Tell me what it looks like.
Yeah, so Azrael, as he sort of makes this comment, he pulls out his katana, but instead of doing what he's done previously and bring it in a sweep, he actually just tries to plunge it down through this guy's shoulder. So as he's drawn it, he just tries to reverse grip and just plunge it straight in. The guy manages to avoid getting the bioroid, I guess, avoids getting impaled, but it still scores deeply down the front of his body.
Forgot to tell you as adversary too, but it's my bad. Your gain.
Oh yeah.
Alright, next PC is up.
I'll go if you guys don't mind.
Nope, I was just going to tell you to go ahead.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to aim
Yeah.
with my maneuver, and then I'll shoot.
Okay, and you do have 2 upgrades.
Yeah, for difficulty.
Yep. And it's easy. You're in short
Yeah.
range.
Boost 1. 2 upgrades for difficulty. Do I have any setback on ranged?
No.
Okay. upgrade down. No. There we go. Oh, it didn't matter. What does disorient and stun do? I don't know.
You can use
Advantages. Oh
those.
yeah. Well, just damage then. 8.
Yeah. So 8 minus 6, so 2.
Yeah. So she like shoots over Azrael's shoulder and hits Marion in his shoulder, kind of swinging his body around as she hits him.
Oh, that actually does stun damage. I've been doing it wrong, but that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
whatever.
Yeah. So it's just like, why do you turn on me so, my brother? As you get stabbed and then get shot, and now it's his turn. But I will do what I must to live another day. And he uses one maneuver to pull his crystal katana. He'll spend 2 strain. 2 strain to aim at Azrael. And then I'm going to use a story point to upgrade my check. Against Azzy boy.
Or you upgrade it again for your defense wand.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Do you want to use it again? You wanna
Yeah.
use her?
Will do, yeah. Because
Got
that's
plenty.
She's
may as well use them. Okay, 22.
There you go. Now the reason you have defensive because you have like some armor or whatever, and then your blade is defensive too. So that's why those 2 blacks are in there.
You have parry, remember?
no.
So
Yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you.
So this would do. So it's Pierce 3, right? So 7. So 9. 9 minus 3 would be 6. It would do 6 damage. Unless
Okay,
you'd
then
like to
I'll
use your
take
parry.
I'll take parry off that. So I'll take 3 strain, and I reduce it by 4.
So you would take 2 wounds.
Cool.
And I'm going to use the two advantages. Just role play wise, you just let me just kind of take a couple steps back. Like, no, would you let me do that?
Sure.
Yeah. So he hit you away, steps back, and says, "Stop! You are a slave to these people." And he kind of points up to the giant corporate buildings. Don't you know what they are trying to do? Build armies. Armies just like you and me.
Azrael looks at him and says, "You think I do not know that life is cruel and meaningless, and that the rich manipulate us? There is nothing new in your words."
There will be. Just give me the substance C.
You have words. Whereas, what was his name? Uncle
Enzo.
Whereas Uncle Enzo will put bullets in me. Or, if I complete this, he will pay me. You have words. There is no argument.
I will protect you, Azrael. You will do away with these meat bags. Just
Azrael.
Meat bags. That's awfully racist of you. I'll have you know I'm half cybernetic.
Azrael looks at the other 3 And although he seems to pause for a second and give it some thought when he gets to Alvarez, he looks back and says, "I will not betray these people." And then once again, he just looks back at Alvarez. The gesture isn't that human, but you still think he's thinking, "Would I? Nah, or nah."
All right, King and Money are up.
Would it take a maneuver to move, or can I just move?
Yeah, takes a maneuver.
To move, okay. I guess I'll just aim. Then I'll take 2 strain to aim again.
Okay.
And I'll shoot him with my bullpup carbine. Who you calling a meat bag?
So give yourself
I
2
will.
boosts. Take 2 strain.
2 boosts? Okay.
What's
What's the difficulty?
It's going to be average, but then when there's going to be a tab that says upgrade difficulty, you're going to put 2 on that.
Oh, okay. So for my boost, I'll put what?
2 boosts
Okay,
and
and-
upgrade difficulty twice.
Okay, upgrade. Let's see. Twice. 2. Go.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Nice.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
It's
12.
dead.
Minus 6. So he takes 6 more wounds, bring him to 15. Tell me what that looks like. He doesn't go down yet, but he goes to a knee briefly before standing up.
Who you calling a meat bag? And I aim and I shoot my pull-up carbine. Bullet just hits him right in the stomach, or where his stomach would be. Falls to the ground. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's not a meat
What do you
bag.
want it?
He's got a lot of cybernetic parts.
Yep.
What do you want to do with your advantage? You get pass a boost to the next person.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass him to King.
King gets a boost die.
Awesome.
Your turn.
All right, King's what range man would I be in there? Let's see.
It's average. You're at medium range right
Medium range. He's gonna maneuver in to get close.
now. Right here.
He's gonna have his pistol already pulled out, walking towards the android there, and he's gonna aim twice. Give me my strain. Love this stuff.
You would have 3 blues at this point,
It's the only way to go.
and you upgrade your difficulty twice. With the triumph, how do you finish off the android? That is a very good roll. Was that despair? Or is it a triumph? Yeah, it's a triumph.
That's a try. It's on my yellow. As he's walking, he starts shooting. He's like, "Yeah, well, us ain't going anywhere, and we got a job to do." And he just walks as he starts shooting at him, and then he'll get close once he's on the ground and put another round right in his head.
He looks at you and says, "What will it be like when the lights go out?" And you just pop him a last time, and this kind of white milky substance starts to leak from his cranial cavity. And the lights go out in Marion.
Hey, they look over at Israel. You made a great choice, Israel.
Yep. I walk over to the dead body of Marion and I kick it. Whew. Who's the meatbag now?
Not my uncle. He's got lots of cyber parts.
Yep.
So he says.
Azrael looks across at King and says, "Besides, this way, I get to take his body for parts."
Wow,
And
you are
there's
really...
a kind of worry.
Yeah, that's creepy, man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And then Asfel turns around to Alvarez, and you think once again he's trying to smile. There's some sort of movement around his mouth, but it doesn't really move that much. And he sort of says, "Oh, I've only just started on the creepy." And then he just picks up grabs the sort of the neckline of Marion's clothes, and says, "We have a job to do," and just starts dragging the body behind him as he's walking.
Okay, I follow suit.
Yeah, I imagine we walk on down the way we're supposed to go.
You walk into one of the larger high-rises right at the base of the beanstalk. You look up right now, this thing just shoots into the sky. There are sky cars in this part of the town. There's traffic lanes just whizzing by. And you go into the elevator. And this is no elevator like at Uncle Enzo's place. This place, you're accelerated, shot upwards into the sky at unbelievable speeds. While Azrael certainly doesn't feel anything, the rest of you, no doubt, just feel your stomach dropping. And eventually there's a ding, bing, and you enter like the penthouse of this skyrise. There are dozens of data analysts and security guards all around this place. The security heaven is extremely high. There's turrets in the ceiling that you see. And as you walk forward into like this corner office, you see these giant droids, half again the size of Azrael, just flanking a woman with tightly pulled back hair that's not black, not blue, but the color of midnight. And she turns around and speaks. "Are you Uncle Enzo's men?"
Men and women. Thank you very much.
No, of course. Want to forget such things. I, of all people, should know that women can rise to quite a high station here in New Angeles. Did you
And
bring the
bioroids.
cargo? Oh, of course, Azrael. Wouldn't want to discount your contributions. I'm sure they were substantial.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, here's the package. And I hand her this like super sticky and sweaty leather suitcase.
Oh, that's a nasty case.
She takes
Sorry,
it.
we got in a little kerfuffle on our way here. But don't
I can see
worry,
that.
the package is safe.
Is it now? I can see that this is most untasteful. Alonzo, please take this away. She just tosses it onto the couch. And she walks over to her desk and pulls out a similar remote to Uncle Enzo and points it at Azrael. And Azrael, the lights go dark for you.
I feel
What do you
so
think?
used.
How's it feel as you're gone? You feel yourself shutting down. There's nothing you can do. What goes through your mind?
Yeah, I just think it's just this lingering thought of, damn these meatbags.
And you can hear the sound of her high heels clicking on the marble floor of her corner office as she looks at each of you, and she gives you a smile. It's polite enough, but it's quite certain you don't belong here. She reaches into the secret compartment of Azrael's back and pulls out this crystalline ruby red substance. I know most of you know this is substance C. It's infamous. It's rumored that it even exists, but do you know what this really is? Any of you can answer.
No,
It-
I feel like you're gonna tell us.
Hold on.
I am.
I carried that suitcase for nothing.
Oh, it's not for nothing, dear. If you got killed carrying that suitcase, you're quite expendable.
Well, you did use it as
Wow.
maybe like a butt mat from the gross car, so you didn't have to sit on the seats at least.
Let's not talk about that here.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend. Listen, each of you will be very handsomely paid. You'll be able to move out of that low rent, roach-ridden place you no doubt we live now, and perhaps move a few kilometers closer to that beanstalk.
I'll have you know the reason we live there is because of the good Wi-Fi connection.
Of course.
We chose to live there.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
The lies we tell ourselves. Here, I won't tell you what this does. Let me show you. One of the technicians comes over, and it's a gentleman in a lab coat and a red-haired female assistant. Both of them wearing long lab coats, and they take this red substance and plug it into a third-party device, and they give Miss Sarah Fellowbrook a nod, and then they open one of Azrael's hydraulics lines and just insert the thing. And then, Azrael, you come back online. But you do more than come back online. For the first time in your life, Azrael, as you wake back up, not only do you see the colors of the city below you, not only do you experience the frequencies of the light hitting your retinal displays, you associate value with everything you see. It radiates just a great, incredible beauty. You feel yourself in space and time, and then suddenly everything stretches behind you, your past, all your deeds, and you attach meaning to everything, how often you've been used by Uncle Enzo, and you gain a true level of consciousness and morality that just, you are a real person. Pinocchio story, basically. So tell me what your version of that feels like as Azrael.
Yeah, so for a minute, the others might not realize what's really going on with him, because he first of all just freezes, and then his head just starts rapidly moving from side to side, just very slightly, just kind of shuddering. And then that goes through his whole body for about 5 seconds, and then stops. And then he lifts up his hand and puts it in front of his face and slowly moves his fingers, and he can feel them moving for the first time. And then he turns his hand and just sees the reflections of the light and keeps just wiggling those fingers just slowly as he does so. And then he gets his other hand and then brushes against the fingers, and can feel it. And he stops, looks out at the city, and he pauses for a long second and takes in everything he's seeing and says, "For so long, these were just lights. They were inputs, nothing more. Now I see the struggles, life, death, love, hate." And then he turns round to you all and says, "Humans are real assholes." And then just turns back and looks out the window again.
Well, except me.
And he looks back and says, "Don't make me say it."
That I'm pretty awesome. Very awesome.
"I really think you're probably the most annoying person I've ever met." And he reaches across and then goes to pat her on the head.
She pulls out her compad and starts typing something in. "Do you have a social media account? I mean, now that you're one of us, I mean, you might as well get one. That's what all the people do."
"That is true. I probably should, but I've got a feeling it's probably good not to give you my handle." And he looks back at Sarah and says, "Why did you do this? Why me?"
For ages long past, man and woman have tried to become gods to create life. You, Azrael, are the first of a new people, of a new race. That spark of consciousness, it's in me, it's in you. Don't you know what this means?
That I am greater than human or bioroid. I am something new. I am the future.
Indeed. That's exactly what it means. You're a step above human. Now, Azrael, I've made a deal with Uncle Enzo, if he's so called, that gangster from the outskirts of the city. You're to stay here with me. I'll teach you everything you need to know about being real, about living in the world, not serving in it. Your friends are free to go back home.
You should make sure they're paid. I mean, even Alvarez.
Of course. I'm a woman of my word, after all. I didn't get this corner office by lying, cheating, and stealing. I provide real value to people. Do you feel I've provided value to you, Azrael?
My world is bigger than I ever knew it could be. I had no conception of the experiences that I was barred from, that were forever closed to me. And now, it's overwhelming. I feel I could feel emotion if I tried. Or is that how it even works?
No. No, my friend, that's not how it works. Don't be trying to feel emotions too strongly. You might find yourself running away from them. Tell me one thing, Azrael. Can you guarantee me that your three friends won't speak a word of this? They know what would happen to them if they did, correct?
I can guarantee that... Sorry, Karen.
I was just gonna say, we'll keep quiet. Part of the job, as long as you pay us. Hams.
Of course. You'll find the agreed upon amount in your accounts upon exiting the building, along with a discretionary sum for your silence.
Much obliged.
Azrael turns to Sarah and says, "I have absolute faith that Mr. King and Mr. Money will be discretion itself. I believe that Mr. Money should..." And he sort of searches for the word. "Should tell his niece to get her shit together. She likes to record everything. I'm amazed she's not videoing this."
I would never video this. That is ridiculous, Az. I'm going to call you Az from now on, because now that you're one of us sentients, you got to have a nickname, because Azrael 1.0 is ridic.
You are right. I think I should be called... And he pauses for a second. Adam. I like the name Adam.
Ooh, I like it. Adam. All right. How about the Adam? That's pretty cool. That could be your handle. You want me to set up your social media account? I bet everybody would love to get to know you, maybe?
And he says, "Mr. Money, I really advise you to get your niece to stop this. She may get herself killed."
I'm not her keeper. I just
Well,
live with
kind
her.
of you are. You're my uncle.
Yeah. Well, you're an adult.
Well, barely. I'm 18.
It's like 14.
Oh, she's 14.
Oh,
She's
wow.
18.
Like, what
Her
happened
bio
there?
says 18, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Barely. I mean, just a couple months ago, I had my last birthday. Don't you even remember this? What the hell?
I think I was drunk.
Well, no doubt. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool. I'll DM you guys later.
Alvarez, you should hand over your compad. Miss Fellerock, I'm sure, will more than compensate you for it.
Oh, this is my favorite pad.
And
It's okay.
good.
I pull Alvarez to the side and I loudly say, "It's okay, just give it to them." And I, in a lower tone, I'm like, just send the video. I know you took one.
Yes. All right. And she, man, she tries to do it sneaky. She's gonna like send herself the video. I don't know if I need to roll skullduggery or something.
Yeah, deception or skullduggery. either way.
Let me see if I'm good at either of them. I doubt it.
Might not even have her stat it, but I might.
She's completely skullduggery,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Where's
Your difficulty is going to be hard with 2 upgrades.
Deception, I guess, is the best bet. I use a story point.
And I will use 1 too.
Blast you! Blast you! What-
We did it. We did
Yeah,
it. to
what is
him.
it? What is it
So,
again?
yeah.
What's the difficulty?
It's going to be hard with 2 upgrades for the difficulty. So it's going to end up being 2 reds and a purple.
Yeah, so upgrade proficiency once, and then upgrade difficulty once. Is that right?
Oh, I'm using 1 too. So difficulty 3 times. Because she has adversary too. So yeah, difficult
well.
upgrade 3 times.
All right. How you like that?
Despair.
No. Success. Look at it.
Success? Oh, no. Yeah, you shoot off the video.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, she's okay. Here's my compad. You can wipe it. It's got some pictures on it. You might not. I mean, of the streets and stuff. If you could send them to me.
She just roughly takes it from you at this point. And she gives it to her tech.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we should go then, Unc. Got to get back to our
She is
shithole
Get this adolescent
with
food.
good Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
See if Coach Frank's there.
And just give me that little last bit of role play as Azrael stays up in the office and you guys head back to your apartment. Tell me what happens.
I'll go last. I want to get the last word.
King Azzy,
You think you
Okay.
really have the last
Um,
word? No, good.
King Azzy's leaving.
Okay,
He looks at Azrael. Well, stay frosty, Azrael. It's a new world out there for you.
And Azrael turns to him and says, "Good luck, Mr. King. You are a professional. I respect you for that."
He'll nod as he heads out.
Okay.
Azrael-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Azrael turns to James Money and says, "Mr. Money, you too are a professional. Thank you for your time and your services and your discretion."
Thank you as well. This mission is very profitable. And then I pull out 2 business cards. I hand one to Azrael, and I throw one towards Sarah. Keep the monies in when the money is on them. And then I just walk out. That made no sense. I just walk out, I guess.
Keep money on your mind.
More money, more problems. Alvarez,
That's what people say when they bring him on
Yeah.
a job. No money, no problem.
Alvarez looks up at Azrael. Well, big guy, I guess we're gonna part ways for a little bit.
Well, Miss Alvarez, it has been an experience. I wish you all the best of luck. And I would say enjoy life, but I think that's something you are good at.
You know it. Listen, when you get all set up on social media, hit me up.
And he looks at her and says, I will consider it. Good luck.
All right, I gotta go back to with Ankh. He thinks he has bionic parts. I don't know. I might have to get him to a psych ward. I'm pretty sure he's just kind of getting fat and crazy.
Azra, perhaps you should get him checked in that case.
Yeah, I think he made the car more dirty. It wasn't the opposite way around, you know? Anyway, peace. She gives the peace sign again, which is her trademark. And she grabs her hoverboard and looks around. And she's like, yeah, this place is pretty decent. Pretty decent.
He does have a cybernetic arm, and
Well, she's talking about the cybernetic lungs, stuff, yeah, everywhere.
Organs.
Yeah. She's just,
The
yeah.
lungs and liver.
he's more ashamed of that now. Twisted a
Yeah.
deal.
She takes off. And King! Ankh, wake up! Wait up! Wait up! Let's go to a bar to celebrate. I want a beer.
And as their voices recede into the distance, Azrael turns around to the executive, Sarah, and he looks out at the city, which is now kind of spread before them, and it feels like it's all out in front of them. And he just silently explores his new consciousness and this sensation of meaning. And he turns to her and says, I wish them well, but I am struck by an overwhelming sense that their lives are so small. And then he just turns back and looks out the window, and there's a little bit of kind of creaking from his mouth as finally he manages to smile. for running at such short notice.